hacen, Paul?
Veo cosas.
El profeta no veo qué tiene de malo. ¡Úsalo!
Todas mis visiones conducen al horror.
We get to know more about Barón Harkonnen, and we get to know more about his lineage as well. What does it mean for the character and for the world of Dune to explore those relationships, especially as opposed to the House of Atreides?
Well, it's a spoiler, but it's an interesting relationship. It turns out because they're all relatives.
Yeah,
it turns out. Like the kings were in old times.
Yeah. So Barón Harkonnen is a very menacing and a very impressive villain, even though he basically can't move on his own. So how do you overcome that limited mobility to build the character, and what challenges and opportunities does that bring to you as an actor?
You use those limitations to your benefit. You just make him slower and bigger, and like that, But it's to make sure that the effort of movement is not visible.
Yeah, makes it more terrifying. I want you to tell me about the tank that you spent most of the time, immersed in. What was the black water, the black goo? What was that like?
Oh, it was. I didn't dare to ask actually what it was.
You don't know what it is.
But it was some kind of slime. It was it was water, and it was some kind of oil on the surface.
Yeah.
Or fat on the surface. It was, but you got used to it, and it was warm. So, it was all body temperature. So I felt pretty good in it, and also it lifted my body, so I didn't feel the heaviness of the body.
Oh, so it helps you with your performance. Oh. Tell me about working with Dave Bautista and Austin Butler, because you have some pretty intense scenes. Tell me about the mood, behind the scenes in those sequences, and in the film in general, because this is a very intense and heavy film. But I want to know, what was it like, behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, it was not intense. It was. Of course, when we shot, we were. It was very concentrated, but otherwise, it was a lot of fun. People joking and very relaxed, and he's good at that. A relaxed set he creates, Denis. And that's also, everybody feels safe and happy, so they can perform very well.
Yeah. You've been working a few decades as an actor, and you have more than 150 film credits to your name. So I'm curious as to know, are you still learning today as an actor, and what teachings will you bring with you going forward, after working in Dune?
I do learn every film, and there's always something new. That's the fun thing about the profession. As you said, it's 150 films, and I managed to enjoy everyone, and being curious on what's happening. But I don't know exactly what I learned, but you mature. It's like you add layers to yourself, and you explore different parts of a character, and you go to areas of the psyche that you have not been before, and you say, oh, that's what it is like to be like that.
Haré lo que sea necesario.
Les hemos dado esperanza.
¡Eso no es esperanza!